What's going on, guys? I am the Walrus Jedi, and in today's video I will be talking about Star Wars X-Wing Wraith Squadron by Aaron Alston, and published by Bantam Spectra in February 1998. This book takes place in 7 ABY, or 7 years after the Battle of Yavin. And if you like this video, then please consider liking and subscribing and hitting the notification bell for more Star Wars reviews on the X-Wing series. Dramatis Personae. The Wraiths. Commander Wedge Antilles, human male from Corellia. Lieutenant Wes Jansen, human male from Tanab. Lieutenant Min Donos, human male from Corellia. Jesmyn Akbar, Mon Calamari female from Mon Calamari. Hohas Runt Ekwesh, Thakwash male from Thakwa. Garrick Face Lauren, human male from Pantalomin. Ton Fannin, human male from Rudrig. Phelan Sandskimmer, human female from Tatooine. Vurt Piggy Sabinring, Gamorrean male from Gamor. Tyria Sarkin, human female from Toprawa. Kel Tainer, human male from Sluice Van. Ersk Grinder Threag, Bothan male from Bothawi. And Wraith Squadron support personnel: Cubber Dane, human male from Corellia, squad mechanic. Chunky, Tyria's R5 unit. Gadget, Fannin's R2 unit. Gate, Wedge's R5 unit. Shiner, Donos R2 unit. Squeaky, 3PO unit, Squadron Quartermaster. 13, Kel's R2 unit. And Vape, Face's R2 unit. New Republic military: General Edor Crispin, human male from Koralag. Captain Chode Hraknis, human male from Agamar. Lieutenant Atril Tabane, human female from Coruscant. Dorset Canair, human female from Coruscant. Tatango Nuer, human male from Churba. Zinj's forces: Warlord Zinj, human male from Fondor. Admiral Apwar Triget, human male from Coruscant. Captain Zurel Darillian, human male from Coruscant. Lieutenant Gara Patothel, human female from Coruscant. Now to recap the story. So in this book, Wedge basically wants to form a new X-Wing squadron, but this one isn't just a regular X-Wing squadron. This is a squadron that has commando abilities, so they can, infiltrate and go on the ground and have other skills that they're not just pilots. They have, demolition skills or sniping skills, or that. So they're a little more versatile. And what he uses to form this squad is basically he picks like pilots that had not met standards of other ones. Basically pilots that were basically going to get kicked out for various reasons. And yeah, Wedge takes these kind of, you could say, rejects and, trains them, hammers them in, and actually makes a squadron out of them that is actually pretty capable. And they are dubbed Wraith Squadron. And, their base gets attacked by Admiral Triget, and so they have to abandon their base. And this leads them to some unconventional ideas where they decide to hijack one of Triget's ships and basically impersonate the personnel there. And basically it's like an undercover mission, so they'll follow and do what the mission of that ship was supposed to do, but they're also basically letting the New Republic come in after their, and so basically they're using it to collect data on Triget and Zinj, and eventually towards the end of the book it leads to a big confrontation where Wraith Squadron, along with a squadron of A-Wings, Y-Wings, and even Rogue Squadron participates in this all-out battle where they take out a Star Destroyer, Triggett's Star Destroyer. He escapes in a TIE Interceptor and flies away. Or actually, no, he does. They actually do end up shooting him down. So Triggett is no more. And yeah, they win. But Wraith Squadron does suffer a couple of losses in this book. They lose Jesmyn Akbar in an earlier engagement. And then in the big final battle at the end, they lose Grinder, the Bothan code slicer, and Phelan. They both end up not coming back from the mission. But other than that, everyone else is at least alive. And they manage to... the book ends with them basically having some time off, hanging out on a beach. What I liked. This book was pretty good. You know, it was enjoyable to read. I like the characters for the most part. Some of the standouts are Piggy, a Gamorrean X-Wing pilot is interesting. And you think, when you first hear it, it's like, oh, that's kind of dumb. But then it's like, oh, I actually kind of like this character. Yeah, he's a standout. I like Face. You know, he's a former actor, and his interactions with the rest of the squad are interesting. And he's instrumental in the ruse of them maintaining their allegiance to Zinj while they're on their mission, because he's the one that pretends to be the actual former Imperial captain of the ship they hijack. So, yeah, characters are fantastic for the most part. What I didn't like. My only issue with this is that it did take me a little longer to read this than normal. You know, normally, you know, it's 3 to 5 days for a book. Sometimes less than that, you know, but that's like a very rare occasion if I get really sucked in. But this one was a little longer, about 7 or 8, but it was still good. It was still enjoyable. That's the only like negative that I'm gonna mention. So yeah, overall, it's an enjoyable book. More X-Wing stuff. I do prefer, I think, Michael Stackpole, the X-Wing stuff, I think. But no, I think this group of characters in Wraith Squadron are pretty good and interesting. So I want to read more about these characters. So yeah, I would probably give this book, and I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's probably my least favorite of the X-Wing books thus far, but it's still pretty good. Still recommend it. So yeah. Well, you can let me know what you thought of this book if you've read it in the comment section down below. And yeah, which do you prefer? Do you prefer Rogue Squadron or Wraith Squadron? Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and until next time, thanks for watching.